Let's do this. Go first.
All right.
Would you mind if I observed for
Sure,
a while?
yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
she's gonna start dog training herself. So I was like, well, you guys are kind of overlapping. Maybe you guys.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. I haven't started.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I work with dogs so much.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see your react, your way you look at stuff.
All right.
You record it so you have.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
cool.
And for peace of mind for you too, when I had my leg operation, they gave me a COVID test. Man, I'm negative. So. A little extra.
Hey, yes. Up.
Oh.
I thought something was missing.
Yeah, with my employees, when he's seen masks, he used to go crazy on them, and then they would take it off, and he was more okay. Not this crazy, but he was a lot more okay with the mask off. Mm-hmm. But lately, he's gotten used to it. But I do think this might be the first time he's seen a mask in the house, maybe. Because yours is just like briefly on, and he's in and out. So I don't know. Or it could just be coincidental.
Yeah. Good.
Throwing the food out the counter like he does sometimes. That's So we had to get the clamps because we just had the water on the clamp. We just put the food bowl on the bottom and you just knock it over food. You scatter it on the kitchen and try to bury it under the blanket.
So what I want to try to do is have the dog check in with me if he wants more. Good. Good job. Good.
This video is just gonna kill her crying on
They're gonna think it's
it. Yeah.
Good. Now let him check in longer. Okay. Good. So, dogs are fearful, want to be in control. And in that crate, he doesn't feel in control. He feels everything is threatening around that. So now he having the feeling of feeling better in control. Once the dog goes beyond that threshold, that he feels there is no way he can control, he shuts down and starts guarding his control as much as possible. Good. Good job.
And so does he feel more control with this because he knows how to get the treat from you, kind of thing?
So now wait for a little bit more, calmer body language and feel a little bit more safe.
Are you making eye contact with him right now? Or?
Not yet.
Okay.
He doesn't make eye contact yet. He's kind of sad at me.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good? Yeah, go get it.
I used to take little hand cubes like for salad. I put it right here and I tell him, come here, you like that. Just barely.
Are you comfortable with opening the gate?
He's been out before.
Okay.
And he's got the lead on, so I suppose it's not so bad.
Ready? Go inside. Go. Good. Hold on. You want more of that? I thought so. Come in. Good. You see that back stance legs?
Spring loaded kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like insecure. That's a safe place. He goes into not safe place.
Just leaving his feet where he feels comfortable.
Good. So now we're working when it's a little bit more square. Good. And see also his front leg?
Yeah.
Come.
He's like specialized with the dog body language and the
Now I'll do the
responses.
same thing I did already primed in the crate. Like checking it with me gets you more of that. Good. Good. Yes. He has a good bite control. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I put little cubes of ham in my mouth and I'll put it right to him and he'll just very gently remove it from my mouth. He can control it when he wants, for sure.
Good. Good job. Good. Good job. Good. Ready? Good job. So what he did now, I challenged him. I didn't give him what he expected to do, and then once that didn't work out, it's like, oh, we have an issue. So he's rather a dog who tries to avoid things rather than go into things, which is good. In that case, he could also go forward.
When he gets scared,
He
I'm
backed
sure.
off, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Which is
And now
what
you see
happens.
how it changed? his behavior is kind of like softer about stuff. Come here. So as soon as he recognizes that I'm giving him space, he softens up a little bit. So you see the trajectory, the more he feels like there's a communication coming in, the calmer he feels like. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. Good. Come. Good. Shake. Yes. See? Good. Touch.
Paw is what he knows about. He knows about
Yeah.
it.
Good. Sit. Shake.
I know he used to do touch too. Yeah, that's right. Paw.
Aw.
I know, right? Come here.
He'll talk for treats. He'll do
Good.
all kinds
Paw.
of jokes.
Good.
Aw.
2 paws. That's something.
Wrong direction.
Come. Sit. 2 paws. 1, 2. Yeah, good job. Ready? Sit. 3
Put
paws.
treats on his nose. He'll bounce
One,
and hold it
two.
until I tell
One
him
more.
to get it. He'll throw it here
Okay,
and
come
catch it
over.
midair.
Come. Good. Then sit.
Every trick, every
Think
command
of-
takes
yeah.
him like 5 times.
Yes.
He's got it down pat.
Ready? Come. That's wrong. Come. Good. Did you work on the look exercise?
In the kennel, he was just kind of not
Okay.
having it. In the beginning, he did for the first 2 days, and then
Good.
he was just the way when he came in, just
Yeah.
full throttle.
Okay. So the look exercise is important because it helps the dog go into a, let's say, an emergency reset. Okay? Look. Just stand up, say the word look, and he gets another treat. Look. Look. Now you don't expect the dog to look at you. You just program the belly that particular word where he wants more. And then that's a primer, and then we're gonna convey the information to somewhere else. Look. 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 And now the look becomes an announcement. Look. Go get it. Look. Come. See? Good. You see how we transfer the look equals pay attention into look, pay attention, and give you a job. Before I was paying for the look, now I'm paying for the task. Okay, so all he has to do is remembering the task. Look, go get it. You see how he turns his head as soon as I say the word look? His head goes out because now I'm having the boss under control. The boss tells the brain what to do. Before, I had to try to get the brain under control, but the boss doesn't play with it. Look, come, sit,
He's really smart.
go get it.
Yeah.
He gets it that way.
Now I want him to remember how to start the game.
And is his mouth open like anxiety?
No.
No?
He's just curious right now.
Yeah, his ears are up.
But he's not feeling as comfortable. His stance is open-legged. He's kind of like ready to go in any direction. Don't remember it? Okay, come over. Look, come. Good. Look, okay. Look, come. Sit. Good. Shake. Good job. Ready? Go get it. Good. Go get it. Now we start the routine. If you want to start, what do? Sit makes the thing start. Good. Good. Go ahead. Prompting. If he doesn't know what to do, you can help him remember. You know, the next step is, oh, I remember that. Good. Ready? Good.
when we got here, and now he's
Yes.
high-fiving.
Because right now we start creating a two-way communication. Now we have a ritual. You do things, I do things. If I don't do things, you cannot do things. So, but if you don't do things, I cannot do them either. So do them so I can do them, so you can do them in exchange. Good. So if the routine is not completed correctly, I will never be able to continue. So it's not my fault. And so he has to figure out why this is not continuing. So he has to check in with himself. Is this something I missed doing? Yes. You see also his tail?
I can't from here. Was it doing?
Yeah. His tail is kind of like that.
Ticking.
So if I show him the treat,
Speeds up.
good. Yeah. So now you can see that the brain and the body and the ears and the mouth and the tail, the whole thing is one sentence happens, like a screenshot and a screenshot and a screenshot, like sentences coming in as things go. Good. Forget it. Now I'm rewarding him for calming down. So before we just have the routine, now we also check in with the emotional state.
So it's the routine plus when he.
Yeah. So the routine is not only body language, but also how you feel about things. Good. Yes.
Yeah, his tail's going.
Ready? Forget it. Only if you have those routines in place, you can become rituals. The ritual is I come in, you bark. I don't like that ritual. I won't be able to continue. So if you don't remember the ritual, look, lay down. Good. And you start that all over again. So you snap him out of that wrong thinking pattern, getting back to the neutral, and from neutral you start all over again. Look, down. Good. So look announces the job. He only has to remember it's the job. Look is remember, job, and all of a sudden his brain opens up. Gets him out of that loop. Ready? Yeah. Good. Go get it. Remember you're being on TV, done something, and your wife says, "Hey, honey," and you don't pay attention to it because you're focusing there. And then she repeats, "Honey," and then you turn. Honey doesn't tell you turn. Honey just get attention.
Right.
And then she's ready to tell you, "Can you help me out here a little bit?" If you just said, "Help me out," you will not even hear it because you're focused. Doesn't mean you're rude, right? So we help the dog to trigger that part where the dog pays attention, unfocus and refocus. So he is very persistent. Look, come. I got him out of there. So he got curious in the crate. Look, he come back here, and I got him out. Make sense? So once you feel he's shifting, he's kind of losing it, and you see that kind of sinking. Look, come, sit, shake, good job, treat. Get him back in the loop. Go get it. Because if you let him do it, he's gonna drown like depression. If you don't catch it very early, it will slip down. Look, come. Good.
Oh yeah.
Enjoys it.
He does it definitely.
Good.
He's one of our
Yes.
treats for sure.
So you saw, I showed him my next step. He made a mistake. I retreat. Like what? That's not what we're doing. Ready? Good. And he corrected himself. So I don't need to correct that if he does it on its own. Make sense? So telling him no and leave it doesn't make any sense. But he already feels guilty making mistakes. Ready? Ooh. I have a problem here. I have 2 of those. Which one do you want? I thought so. Good. Yeah. Come. You see how I can work with him a little bit. Okay? Now I create an event where he cannot solve the problem because he's supposed to get 1 treat. Now he has 2 treats and they're in 2 different locations, but he wants both treats. How would that work? So at the same time, I tell him, hey, there's a solution to your problem. All you have to do is check in with me.
So vocal all the time. He talks about everything. So he's just staring at you yet, or?
Good. Yeah. But you see, he's going through his thinking process. And also you can see how the frustration process looks like. And you can see also how he goes through the troubleshooting process, I guess. How he struggles. Good. So, facial expression is a marker. Good is a marker. Food is a reward. Affection is a reward. Appreciation is a reward. So you get 3 rewards and 2 markers. Okay? Good. Good. Good job. Good.
Yeah, he's usually such a big baby.
Okay? So, his crate is a negative pattern. He's in there, he goes into depression pretty quickly, and then he gets that speed. And then he says, I want to get out of my depression, and he just goes in a loop.
Yeah, and it's instant. We didn't have the door closed, and he was already snarling, snapping at the gate.
So, why do you let him back in the crate? I would say, can you make that a different crate? Like block these 2 corners up and make that a kennel? So, because that is the problem. Let me show you here. Come on. He doesn't want to go in. Come on. You see that? Good, I know. Don't worry about it. He's scared to go in the crate, but he's also his escape route. His escape route of getting stressed. So he gets stressed, he goes in, he shuts down. Oh,
Finally did.
come.
But yeah, he's hesitant for sure.
Yeah.
I think if you walked away from him, he was okay to go, and he says, I gotta get this real fast while
So
you're not looking.
that is the whole thing. That and you coming close is the thing. Okay? So think about it. How? Yeah, I know, right? You're so smart. I know. Take it off, buddy. I know. And that's it.
Melissa's had all the time.
That's it.
Like cramp.
That's it. Good. Another shake. Good job. And touch. Good. Shake. Good. Touch. Good. Down. There you go.
He's like so
He was
proud.
doing
of
all the
it.
work there.
He's got hella pride. Becca doesn't really respond as much. He's
Come.
like,
Sit. Touch.
I'm going for it.
Turn. Sit. Shake. Good. Touch. Good. Shake. Good. Double shake.
She's full hero. That's
2
why she's got
shakes.
the chocolate. He's got more rust color.
Yeah, good job. That was good. Here you go.
And that's why she's his size.
He goes in the loop. You go in the loop. She goes in the loop. Everybody goes in the loop. Stop that loop. Can you do that?
Yeah.
What can we do to do something different?
Baby gates or something for
Yeah.
there, I suppose.
Wow.
Come here. Come here. Come. Come here. Good. Here you go. Slow.
And the only reason the crate came into play was because he had been aggressive toward us before, and so he was like mild installments of the crate. And then when I got on the crutches, then he became a lot more crate when he bit the crutches.
Well, it was a weird thing. If he weirds about the muzzle, about my mask, he can get weird about you having 4 legs suddenly.
Yeah.
Makes
But
sense?
before the crutches, he did give us aggression before too.
Before the
Yeah, but what was before that?
We actually really couldn't figure out what was the cause of it.
Well, if you had to deal with him aggressively over his behavior, then he sees you as aggressive. Even if he feels guilty, he blames you for being aggressive, even if you haven't been there yet, because you have done it before.
And how would you deal with it when he's
Breaking the pattern. If he assumes you that you're aggressive, prove him that you're not. Instead of like, don't do that to me. Like, okay, sorry guys, whenever you're ready. And he will calm down. But he doesn't have any trigger in addition to what he accuses you to be. Because he's not wrong having that pattern, because it happened before. People came in, took him, worked with him aggressively, now he sees that pattern. Just you wanting something from him triggers, because he has to be forced to do it. Just because you think of doing it, make sense? As a predator animal, he needs to have a distinction between a prey and a predator. What makes the difference between I want and I don't want? So if I'm here and somebody wants something from me, that's predatory. And if I don't want, then I'm a prey. So if he wants from me that I don't want, makes me a prey-predator relationship.
Okay.
So you suggest offering it. Like, okay, it's here whenever you want it, just whenever you're ready. And it's like, so you don't want it from me? I don't really want you to take it, but it's here if you want to. I'm just the provider, not really anything else to do here. Good. Nice meeting you, sir. Good. Whenever you're done. Good. Try another one. And it's not just food luring. Food is just the reward of his action. He likes food. I like money. I would go 5 hours for driving a car. I hate cars, but I would drive to get money.
Right.
You know, tell me to be in time, I would do even that. So I don't like it being in time, but I have to, so I kind of take it. Doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah.
So we have to see that distinction. If the dog doesn't like something, I wouldn't like him doing it unless he really wants to. Well, it's here. You have to do something to get it. I'm not coming over there. I'm not a predator. Good. So in that case, he jumped on me, I become a prey, accuses him for being a predator, and he's like, I'm not one, and he backed off. I could go in and challenge him for that. Oh, David, no, drop it. It makes me a predator. So now we have predator versus predator, which is not
We gotta say who's tougher.
Right. You see his tail?
Mm-hmm. It's taken back and forth, little pendulum.
There you go. There you go. So, don't know what to do. Oh, I'm gonna sit. And the tail goes a little bit faster. Every time he has a escape route, he feels happy about it, the tail goes a little bit faster. He doesn't really know what to do. Slow wagging tail. And then you have the tense tail. I am overwhelmed, I have to do something. And because of his cut tail, you don't really see the whole expression of it, so it's kind of hidden.
Yeah.
So you have to also the combination of ears.
Which is what I say, it's not Doberman miscommunication with other dogs because they don't have tails and ears and it kind of freaks other dogs
Plus,
out.
they have the facial expression already there with the eyebrows. It has double eyes. For a dog perspective, those two dots are additional eyes, and dogs are weird about it.
Interesting.
Ah, you missed the whole thing, man. Come here. Good. There you go. Why do you have such a big collar on it?
Ah,
I know, it's fancy.
yeah.
Do you mind loosening it up a little bit? Creates a lot of pressure points.
It actually is normally super loose, and now it was coincidentally just tight the day that he freaked out, and
Yeah.
we just never were able to loosen it up since because he's just been the kennel going crazy. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, come here.
Yeah, usually it's like in the second to last hold
Yeah.
on, so he's got like
Because what happens, it's a lot of a collar for the neck. And through the neck, you have also all the nerves going down. Basically, 90% of the nerves go there.
okay.
And so it creates pressure points. And it's a hard collar.
Mhm.
I got you. Ready? Go get it.
Hold him and adjust the collar pretty well. He wasn't, like I had to keep like lifting it, you know, because it would get like down and he was like, okay.
Yeah, they normally he'd let us, ever since the kennel
Yeah.
scenario.
So one thing you can do with the collar, if you want to put that collar on, you put that over your hand,
Yeah.
and you're done, ready to go.
That's easy.
Okay. The same thing when you loosen it. So he doesn't freak out without going in and out.
Nice.
Any questions?
A bunch, but I don't know where to start.
You will have the video so you can follow through that again. But you have to change your mindset around that. Because he's picking up on anything. If you're just questioning him, he already picks up. because he's a trauma brain, and he has to get out of there. And if you don't help him, he will not be able to do that. Pick it up. Yeah, there you go. More petting. More petting. You want petting? I love you too. I know. More petting. There you go. You don't know what to do with it? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I definitely, prior to this, I definitely felt it was the kennel that was causing the issues. I mean, like I said, he's had issues before the kennel were even a thing.
Yeah.
That's when the kennels came into place. She was sitting in the chair at the table in our other house, and he just lost on her and came up to her, was up to her snarling and snapping, and she's sitting in the chair, couldn't go anywhere, and he's like trying to climb up her lap and get in her face.
Yeah.
And I grabbed him by the flat collar and brought him outside. And then on the leash, we'd come inside and see her and start snarling and snapping.
Yeah.
So then we got the kennel. But always before, we put him in it, and in 5-6 hours, he'd be totally calm.
Was the female in heat? That day?
She wasn't then, no, but she came into heat about a month later.
Okay, okay. Is that what you do?
But then in May, 3 months prior to that, he came unglued on me. But usually he'll come unglued for like a matter of a couple hours. Goes outside for a while, goes in the kennel, goes in the spare bedroom.
I have a feeling he comes in with such intensity of I want, and then he gets, I want it now, kind of thing. And then he kind of freaks out about it. I don't know where that comes from. It could be early puppy with something happen there where it's like, if you want something, you do it through this. And then it just gets too much of I want, and then it could be a need or something.
Even like we'll let him outside. When the crutches happened, he was outside about a half hour, let him in the door, and as soon as I let him in the door, I could see his tails tucked his ears down, and he just came scurrying through here like just like a wild animal like that, and he came into here, and he tried to go in the kennel, but the kennel door was closed over, and I got to the fridge, and so he turned around, he looked both ways, and then he seen me, and he just started charging.
What you do there, if you see him losing it, look, come.
At the time, I had the treats.
Right.
Too.
Well, the treats alone don't help you. Once he accuses you of something, and you try to lure him into that, he will not take it.
No.
That's why you have to snap him out of there quickly, because there are multiple reasons. One reason could be energetically, like he is not grounded anymore. He basically eats his body energetically, and so he freaks out about that, and now everything is a problem. Right there. Good. Wiggle butt? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Stay. Good. When he triggers you, and you're like, oh, you're not doing what I want you to do, pull away from there. There's a reason why he doesn't do it. He's questioning it. His body tells him not to. He thinks he shouldn't do it. There are so many reasons why not. And it's up to you what you do with that. You teach him morals and ethics. Well, if you don't do what you're telling you to do, then I'm going to do it with force. Okay, that's what I'm going to do next. I want you to let me out. You don't? He does exactly the same thing, just in a different way. So try to change that path. Oh, for now on we do differently. If you bark at me, I feel offended, I'm just sitting there until you change your mind. Sorry, but I'm not buying into that drama. And if you want me to do something, I would love to do that, but I'm scared right now. Like, can you fix it for me? Because you want that tree that I have, and you haven't done anything to help me out here, then that's not gonna work. That works. And let him find a way out of that dead end he got himself into. Because he's a working dog, he needs to know that, but he doesn't. So we need to go down the long way now because he hasn't done it before.
Right.
Make sense? Here, come.
What do you think could have him coming in the house so on edge like that? I mean,
Energetically.
yeah.
I mean, I'm from an energetic perspective. I had no clue that exists. I'm an engineer from trade. So if I cannot measure it, or if it doesn't have a weight or a size, it doesn't exist. Until I figure out that there's something beyond that. Quantum physics explains it already. We know already quantum entanglement. We can influence quantum particles over distance, telling them to go right or left. Who does it? I don't touch it. You cannot measure it. It's there somewhere, but you can predict where it's going to go.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, you can also affect your environment. So you start creating things. And some dogs get disconnected from the reality and then just get off a little bit. We say someone, I'm out of myself. It has a meaning, I'm out of my body self. Meaning is, I'm not really in alignment with what's happening right now. And so there's a delay coming in of how he thinks and what's happening to his body. And if dogs freak out, people freak out. Come here. Up. Good. He really responds good.
Yeah, I've done it for too.
Up. Thank you. Shake. Good.
Oh,
Shake.
you heard me. He'll back
Good
off.
dog. 2 shakes. That was not what I asked. Come here. 2 shakes. 1. Oh, that's a long shake. I'll take that too. Good. Good job. We need to give it a word though. How about a long shake? You didn't figure it out? Come here. Sit. Long shake. Good. Okay, short shake. Good. Yeah, you can start, like, enrich his environment a little bit. I know you're busy with your stuff, you know, get a bit stressed with work. He's a child needs a little bit more attention than normal in that hormonal change phase that he has no clue what's happening. Can you do that?
How should we change it? How should we enrich it?
Out. Thank you. Sit. Interacting more. Dedicate an hour. Don't have him go to his weird place. I'll give another example. I worked with a dog who was in rescue. He has a slipper. That was his go-to stress slipper. Every time he got stressed, he would chew on that slipper. Kiss. And what happened? Every time you showed him that slipper and he was not stressed, he got aggressive. I'm not that. Oh, okay. Out. I know, that's exciting. Good. You need to go potty? He needs to go potty.
Can you close it?
Yeah, the gate is closed.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go bathroom. I know. Let's go. Go. I'm here with you. Let's go. Ready? Go get it. Go get it. It's over there. Go get it. Here. Good. So now he got overwhelmed with the whole thing, and now he started going into humping. It's a sex drive, doesn't show dominance or something. But this is his way of coping with that stress. So he got overwhelmed. So work with him kind of like 10-15 minutes. Give him a break. Let him go. Let him go outside. Leave the crate open. If he wants to go in, just don't close the door. Call him out.